Did you hear Zillow has stopped buying houses? How would you not hear? The entire internet is buzzing. People are going crazy. What does Zillow know that you don't know? Is the housing market going to crash? We all know that on all levels, whether you're a real estate agent or investor or lender, we all peak at Zillow. Because why? Zillow is the leader in real estate predictions. They have an entire group of people that they hire just to figure out what the market's doing and where houses are going and what your house is worth. And so as all their information comes in, we feel like they're the #1 source of real estate predictions. So when they stopped buying houses, I can completely understand why everybody started freaking out. But let's dive into some of the facts. The first thing you should know is that Zillow has an iBuyer program. What is it called? It's called Zillow Offers. So essentially, Zillow has been purchasing homes and doing kind of minor flips on these properties. So they are buying the properties off market, direct from a seller that need a little bit of cosmetic work. Then they're putting in just a little bit of money, paint, carpet, etc., etc. They're relisting those properties at a higher value, and in this seller's market, they're selling them. So the fact that they stopped buying homes is going to have a direct effect on their iBuyer program and what's actually happening there. So a couple things have been released. Let's go ahead and dive into what the COO actually has to say. So let's dive into the Zillow announcement. I had to write some notes here so that I didn't mess this up. So the Chief Operating Officer, Jeremy Waxman, says this: they are currently working through a backlog of properties as it deals with worker and supply shortages. So that's not super alarming. I'm sure that you have seen every restaurant that you go to or anywhere you go, what is on the front door? Help wanted, help needed. Everybody needs help right now. We have an issue with people working. And I hate to say it, but I don't think that Zillow is any different. So let's hear what else they had to say. We're operating within a labor and supply constrained economy inside a competitive real estate market, especially in the construction and renovation and closing spaces. And again, that's signed Jeremy Waxman. So what is happening? They purchased a ton of homes. I mean, a ton of homes, and they needed to fix them up. But who is going to do that? Right now, nobody has laborers. So they are having the same exact issue that everybody around the world is having. I don't think that this is really is the market going to crash, or they have all this predictive, information on a housing bubble or anything like that. They're saying, hey guys, we're having the exact same issues that you are. And right now we just have a backlog of homes, and like any real estate investor, because that's what they are right now, they're a real estate investor, who wants to hold on to a litany of homes with a ton of overhead of homes that aren't actually being flipped and put back on the market. So let's kind of dive in and get through some of these flips, and once we get ourselves swimming again, I bet you they're going to be back into the real estate market. So we know that it's not just Zillow that's purchasing homes. We have things like OfferPad and Redfin Homes and all of these other iBuyers out there that are pretty much doing the exact same thing. And it's good to kind of look at their competitors and see what they're doing, which is they're still buying. I mean, they're still buying. And OpenDoor has also released statements stating that they're going to continue to buy, that they think that the market is strong right now and that next year it's going to be a lot of the same. I hope that you aren't like clicking on all that negative news and just adding fuel to the fire that the real estate market is going to crash, because yet again, there's just really no data supporting that right now. We've got a lot of cash and we've got a lot of really strong buyers in this real estate market, people that are still trying to take advantage of those low interest rates like we've talked about many and many a times. And we have a shortage of homes to sell. On top of that, all of these iBuyers that picked up a bunch of homes are kind of adding to the problem, because now they, again, are having issues with getting them fixed and flipped and back on the market, which is just adding to the supply and demand issue. It is so cyclical at this point. The fact of the matter is that we just don't see a real estate crash. And I wouldn't take Zillow not buying homes as an indication of a real estate crash. Did you know that OpenDoor actually put together a $9 million war chest in preparation for buying in the year 2022? So they're already accumulating funds to go in to the year 2022 and buy. I'm not gonna be surprised if Zillow's right on their heels. They're just trying to get through the homes that they currently have. And that is kind of what I'm seeing across the board. Investors, big and small, just like me, trying to do the same thing in the year 2022. I think that homes, crazily enough, still have room to move up. And if you haven't bought yet, you may wanna start contemplating purchasing that home that you've oh so thought about. Shocker alert that the news has been sensationalizing Zillow not buying houses, and that being the huge indication of the bubble bursting or the real estate market come crashing down, right? So unfortunately, that just doesn't seem like what's happening per all of their statements and everything that I've already talked about. So please remember to not always just dive in and be fearful. Find your facts out, do your research. Come on here, I'm gonna try to bring you all the information as soon as I hear it, after I've done the research. You know, there's plenty of information out there where people are really dissecting what's happening. There's a ton of investing going on. We all see another healthy market next year. If you haven't purchased yet, that's something that I really want you to think about. And again, if you have any comments or any concerns in the current market, please drop those questions below. I'm definitely reading them. I want to go through them. We want to make content about them, so please bring them to me. If you haven't subscribed, liked, and done all the things, of course, I would love you to do that. And remember, at the end of the day, who's your homegirl? I'm your homegirl.